At the moment, most new car reveals either don't interest me in the slightest or simply disgust me completely. I'm looking at you, Audi Concept C. This, though, I'm very curious about and really quite hopeful for. It's the new facelifted Porsche 911 Turbo S, and it makes one of the most drastic changes to the turbo formula since the introduction of four-wheel drive in the mid-90s. Yes, that's correct, it's a hybrid. Now, before you get your torches and pitchforks, like I did when I first heard this news, this might actually be very effectively used to make the car better to drive and a lot more fun to drive. When speaking to Autocar, the test driver, Jörg Bergmeister, said that, quote, "You don't have turbo lag anymore and therefore you don't drive it like a turbo. I drive it like a normally aspirated car, positioning it with the throttle and just playing with it. It's much more satisfying than always having to anticipate the turbo lag and hoping to get it right." Whether or not it will be a better experience than the old car remains to be seen, but all signs point in the right direction and do leave me in more anticipation than I usually reserve for new car releases. The price, however, leaves me less optimistic, and while I've come to expect silly prices for new cars, you can't ignore the fact that it now costs £200,000 with a cabriolet being 10 grand more. Do you not remember when the Turbo was supposed to be the affordable supercar? This price used to be well into Ferrari and Lamborghini territory not that long ago. To go alongside this, there's likely to be no basic Turbo, with the S being the stronger seller of the pair in recent years, although this isn't confirmed. Whilst the car is technically a mid-life facelift of the car that first came out in 2020, it has a rather wide-ranging set of changes under the adjusted bodywork. The old 3.7 litre flat 6 of the 992.1 has been replaced by the 3.6 litre found in the hybrid 911 GTS, but with new pistons that provide a higher compression ratio as well as an additional E-turbo which allow both of the car's ordinary turbos to work in sync. The result of this is a power increase of 70 horsepower over the old car, putting its total at 711 brake horsepower. The torque is no higher, but its scope is far greater than that of the previous car. This will result in absolutely wild performance with a claimed 0 to 60 time of 2.5 seconds. However, Porsche tends to underestimate their figures, and this was the tested time for the older Turbo S, so it's much likely to be closer to the 2-second mark. Top speed, however, is down to 200 miles an hour. Now, I know that performance figures aren't what make a car truly great, and I am personally a little bit sick of the horsepower and acceleration arms race and would much prefer car makers to concentrate purely on driving feel. These numbers are astounding, especially for a car that still has its engine in the wrong place. And it's still a handsome looking thing too, although I do slightly prefer the way the old car looked, although these things often grow on me. And back to driver feel, I mean, looking at what the test driver said, I should still be optimistic about it. But the car as a whole, though, I am excited for it. There has never been really a truly bad 911. The closest we perhaps came was the controversial fried egg 996, but even then it sold well and is loved a lot more today, especially by myself. So I'm quite optimistic for what this car will hold, and we'll just have to see if it lives up to the hype. So if you enjoyed this video and maybe you'd like to see more, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel, and have a great day or night or evening or whatever, wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.